remakes, reboots, and redos. Oh my! Guys, some of our favorite movies and TV shows are being reimagined, whether we wanted them or not. Am I right?
Yes, and the internet definitely has quite the feelings when it comes to which possible movies are being rebooted. And let's just say I have never seen the internet so divided when it comes to The Princess Bride.
Seriously.
Okay.
Guys, it all started in a new interview with Variety when Norman Lear said that, quote, very famous people whose names I won't use, but they want to redo The Princess Bride, which of course is a classic. And as we're finding out on the internet and on Twitter, people stand this 1987 film.
Including people who were a part of it. So Carrie, who is of course an actor from the film, who I am blanking on his last name because I can't pronounce it, help me out.
Ellis.
Oh,
there's
thank you,
Brianna
our producer in the control room. I'm so sorry, Carrie. I will say I was not even a figment of my parents' imagination in 1987 when this movie came out, and I have not seen it. I am so sorry. But Carrie tweeted saying there is a shortage of perfect movies in this world. It would be a pity to damage this one. I mean, hey.
And that's coming from the star of the original.
Right.
Okay, shots fired. But then.
I mean, he's not biased, but like.
But he's biased, right?
But he's biased.
Someone who isn't biased but has a lot of clout, Captain America himself, Chris Evans, also weighed in. He quote tweeted Carrie's tweet and said, wow, perfect tweet. A lot of people agree with you.
Here's the thing. Then you got Jamie Lee Curtis, who is chiming in on this conversation unfolding on Twitter. She says, oh, really? Well, I married the six-fingered man, obviously why we have stayed together for 35 years, and there is only one The Princess Bride, and it's William Goldman and Rob Reiner's Life is Pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. Of course, to remind you guys, Jamie Lee Curtis is married to Christopher Guest, who played Count Rugen in the film. So, you know, listen, when it comes to having a say-so on Twitter, I'm gonna go with Jamie Lee Curtis.
And I want to just clear up, the tweet from Variety, by the way, was quoting the Sony CEO who was quoting Norman Lear, and Jamie Lee Curtis is talking about that the film actually belongs to director Rob Reiner and the writer William Goldman. I think but see, that's where there's for me there's confusion. I'm like, whose film is it, and who gets to say? I'm assuming it's the studio. Brianna, I know you love The Princess Bride. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't think that they should do it. They need to leave well enough alone, you know. We don't have to reboot everything. And The Princess Bride is a perfect movie. I feel like if they were to redo it now, the same jokes, they wouldn't land the same. It just wouldn't give you the same feeling that the original gave you.
I just feel like there's also some projects that, sure, maybe they warrant a sequel or some sort of reboot, and then there's classics, I would make the argument, like The Princess Bride, that you don't touch.
Don't fix something that's not broken.
Right. And it's one of those things where, like, if people are missing The Princess Bride, they will rewatch The Princess Bride.
Exactly.
It's not like they need another iteration.
It's
100%.
timeless. You can watch it over and over and you'll never forget.
So
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Yeah,
We settled it. It's not happening. It's not happening. At least according to us and half the internet.
But one reboot I should say that we do know is happening is The Secret Garden. Guys, a trailer dropped for the upcoming remake based off the classic book and, of course, the 1993 film adaptation.
Oh, I was born in this year.
You were born in this year. We got a little taste of it. The
2020 version.
I was going to say the 2020 version we have to wait till next year for. I don't know. I actually watched The Secret Garden for the first time last year.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's a very special film. Here's the original here. I just, again, if I had to pick a movie I would want a remake of, I don't know The Secret Garden would be on that list. You know what I'm saying? Am I mad that they're redoing it? I'm indifferent. But what do you guys think?
Fans are actually mad though, and the reasoning behind it is because in the trailer, it seems like the 2020 trailer, it seems like the magic is very CGI, whereas in the 93 version, it's a figment of the girl's imagination. So they don't like that. Technically, the movie has gotten modern, but I will say, I have the book. Never watched the movie. So sorry. I missed a lot when I was growing up.
It's all good because there's plenty of people on Twitter who are supporting the original and are saying, like, this is probably one of my favorites. The Secret Garden was secret, it was locked up and abandoned. It wasn't magic, there was no literal magic involved. It was not bigger on the inside like some sort of stone-walled wardrobe. They're over it. They don't want a Chronicles of Narnia or Harry Potter take off the Secret Garden.
Well, listen, something that I love the book The Secret Garden. I love the 1993 film version. I'm not keen on the new trailer. The point of the garden is the wonder of nature itself and connecting to other people. There's magic, but slow, secret, heartfelt magic of summer, and not that 2020 flashy CGI.
I'm like, unless you have original star Maggie Smith in it, I don't want it. How about that?
Yeah, that is true. Well, here's the thing. One thing that I actually have seen and I'm so excited to talk about, a reboot that we do want, is the Princess Diaries.
That's
and I shouldn't even say a reboot, really. I should say like
right?
the latest,
third movie.
the third one. Thank you. The addition in the trilogy is what I was trying to say. Of course, we had the original Princess Diaries back in 2001 already with Julie Andrews and Anne Hathaway. I mean,
first starring role.
I did not miss this in my childhood.
Of
And then, of
not.
course, we had Princess Diaries 2 in August of 2004. Didn't miss that one either.
Now,
Princess of Genovia.
Chris Pine.
Chris
Oh
Pine.
my God, he was in the second one. Absolutely. Oh, bring Chris Pine back for the third one.
Bring
too.
him
sure.
back.
Right, Brianna?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want it if he's not in it.
And now there has been no official statement or release that this is actually happening, but it is something that Anne Hathaway has been asked about frequently, including with E.T. In fact, we asked her during the Hustle Junket, whether or not it's gonna happen, and she says it's all up to Disney, that she didn't know. However, in January of this year, during Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, she said that the script is done. Take a look.
There is a script for the third movie. That is so cute.
Our audience is very reactive. There's only 20 people, but they're very into it.
They're on time.
Yeah.
There is a script. I want to do it. Julie wants to do it. Deborah Martin Chase, our producer, wants to do it. We all really want it to happen. It's just we don't want to do it unless it's perfect, because we love it just as much as you guys love it. It's as important to us as it is to you, and we don't want to deliver anything until it's ready, but we're working on it.
Wow, very.
I'm trying not to hold my breath, though. I'm excited
I know,
to
I'll
hear
believe it when I see it.
Because again, a script, there's scripts everywhere of movies that never get made, you know? So hopefully it happens.
Listen, I don't want to be like,
Oh, no.
a little morbid or anything, but like, Julie Andrews is a national treasure. Like, let's get this done.
She's older.
We have to protect her at all costs, and we gotta get this done.
She already kind of lost her voice, her singing voice, I should say. But I want to see those acting skills one more time.
I know.
Okay, I need the queen.
We need more credits on IMDb.
Exactly. I just need another Princess Diaries because it's a personal favorite.
Same, and more Chris Pine. Of course.
Yes.
Well, from movies to the TV world, Saved by the Bell is officially getting a reboot. We learned this from NBC earlier this week, and a lot of fans are very excited about this one, especially because it's going to be a part of NBC's upcoming streaming service. Everybody got a streaming service.
I know.
This one is called Peacock, and it's expected to be in April 2020, so fans are going to have to wait for the revival to come back. But here's the thing. We also learned that 2 fan favorites are expected to be a part of the revival, and that is Elizabeth Berkley, who, of course, played Jessie, and Mario Lopez, AC Slater. Now, I missed the whole Saved by the Bell
You're so young.
I'm
Yes,
so young,
you're
but
so-
I understand the cultural impact that it had,
nostalgia.
and the nostalgia, and how much fans loved it. And of course, when
stars it created.
the 2018 Saved by the Max diners started popping up in the cities, like how people flocked to it. So I understand why fans would be excited about this one, but someone who may not be so excited is Mark Paul Gosselaar, because
Zach Morris himself.
apparently he didn't get invited to the party. He told, I believe it was Variety, that he was not asked. He was not
asked.
invited.
We don't know more beyond the fact that there are a couple original stars attached to this reboot for Peacock, NBC's new streaming service. But knowing that they are attached, Mario in particular, what are they going to do with it? Because they're not in high school anymore. This was like a high school coming of age, teen comedy series.
Which is exactly why I don't want them to reboot another similar series. Well, I don't even want to say similar, but like Gossip Girl.
Oh
is
my
because
God.
the cast,
Exactly.
when you have the magic of an original cast and they're so much older and whatnot, it just does not have the same effect. And I know there's been a lot of rumors going around about people wanting to bring this back. I mean, HBO literally announced a Gossip Girl reboot for HBO Max, but with all new characters, and I'm not here for it. The magic of Gossip Girl was because of that cast: Blake Lively, Leighton Meester, Chase Crawford, Penn Badgley, Ed Westwick. I mean, I could go on and on and on.
Totally.
And it was so good.
And speaking of Penn Badgley, we actually got his reaction to this report that they were rebooting Gossip Girl without him, and here's what he told ET Online's Leanne Aguilera.
Well, now the new thing is, like, rather than even doing reunions, they'll just reboot a whole series.
Right, with other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they want to do it, fine, go. It's fine. I don't care. I don't think I would get. Can we check if I would get royalties? I don't think. With Netflix, we don't even. Yeah, that's up to them.
Yeah.
That's up to them. So.
He's so far removed from Gossip Girl at this
Right.
point. He's enjoying the success of his Netflix series, You, that he doesn't
Yeah.
even care. But I get the nostalgic part, and people are attached to those characters and the cast members in particular, like you said, Cass. But I will make the argument, unlike something like Saved by the Bell and other very nostalgic shows, I could see Gossip Girl having new life with new people, though.
Yeah,
like, they
'cause
could take it to a different place.
I missed the Gossip Girl train originally, so I feel like maybe I would get into a new version because I already know who Gossip Girl is from the original one because so much time has passed and everybody knows now.
But what's it going to be? Just 6 more seasons of the same storyline unfolding in the same possible way? That's the thing with reboots is if I want to see a Gossip Girl happen, I want to
completely
see
different, or-
Chase in his 30s. I want to see Leighton in her, I want to see them grown
Right.
and their storylines continue. I don't want to see a complete circling again of the storyline. I already spent too much time watching 6 seasons of the original
That's
Gossip Girl. I don't want to see it all again. I know what happens. I know who gets the girl. I know who gets the guy. I know what
True.
happens on the upper east, west, east side.
But see, maybe there'll just be some DNA of the original Gossip Girl, but it has to be completely updated for the technology alone. Like, remember, it was all about the texting and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, now we live in the age of... Right, exactly, the sidekicks. Now it's the age of social media. I actually think they could update this and it feel completely fresh, but with some of the things you remember most about the original.
100%.
So I'm kind of here for it.
Which leads us into our next reboot that we're keeping our fingers crossed for because it would be something that would be fresh, fun,
Tell 'em.
same
Yes.
cast, but keeping the DNA of the original series. Wizards of Waverly Place, you guys, from the Disney Channel. We want to see it come back.
I know it wasn't long ago that Wizards ended their run, 7 seasons on the Disney Channel, but we talked to one of the original stars, David Henry, at Disneyland, and apparently not only does he have an idea for the reboot, he's been kind of spitballing with Selena Gomez, who's also in. Take a look. Have there been any talks about rebooting Wizards of Waverly Place?
Selena and I have a reboot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We sit and talk about it all the time.
You guys would want it.
It's not formal. But Selena and I sit and we talk about what would the reboot be, and we have a whole take. We have a whole thing.
Can you give us a little taste of that? Where do you guys see the future of that show?
So what made the Russos special is that we were a family.
Yeah.
And so the show ended. Someone won the competition. We want to start the show a few years later. The family started them off at the worst place ever, so that way throughout the series, you give them a nice, beautiful arc of reuniting. So start them out divided.
Okay.
Alex is a fashionista, off killing it in some other part of the realm.
Yeah.
Justin's the principal who has a family now of WizTech.
Okay.
Max has the sub shop, but it's run down. Start us all completely discombobulated, and then throughout the course of the series, you bring us all together.
Listen, this was a fan favorite for the course of 7 years, like you mentioned, 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see where they go, and Alex, Selena Gomez being a fashionista. I want to see all that, especially because that art imitates life. She's a fashionista. And
For sure, and to know that David's still kind of connected to the Disney family. I mean, he told me that he's still mentoring young Disney stars, but the fact that he has a full thought out idea and a pitch, I was like, take that to
Take it
Disney.
away.
Take it to Disney Channel.
he literally told us while we were at Disneyland
Yeah.
too. I was like, if there's ever a place to manifest something, it would be right there. Walt's listening.
And it's very rare that you see child stars and Disney Channel stars kind of want to come back to their roots and kind of step back into those characters. And Selena Gomez, come on.
Here's my thing: if 2 of your biggest stars of the show have already have the pitch thought out and are game to be a part of this, what are we waiting for? Half the work's already done.
The
Just get
fans
on
want it.
The fans want it, right?
The
B?
fans want
Yeah,
it.
the fans want it. The cast wants to do it. It's what's the holdup at this point?
They should take a page out of Hilary Duff's book because she's bringing back Lizzie McGuire for Disney's streaming service, Disney Plus. The reboot confirmed in August at D23 as part of their upcoming Disney Plus slate. But this one has a lot of fans excited. I think also because they have Lizzie herself, Hilary, attached to it.
This was, I will say, a staple of my childhood. That and the original Disney shows, That's So Raven and whatnot.
Even Stevens.
But even Stevens, Brianna. But Hilary Duff, the magic of her as Lizzie McGuire, it was just, when you were younger, especially as a young female, you could just relate to her character and how quirky she was, and with her friendships and her family and the whole storyline. I'm really excited to see where this one goes. Obviously, Lizzie has told E.T. that, not Lizzie. Lizzie did not tell us. Hillary told us. Hillary told us that Lizzie is now going to be 30, in her 30s for the reboot, but she also kind of gave us a little scoop at D23 on kind of where Lizzie McGuire will be in the reboot when it comes to where she's in her life right now.
Could she be a mom now?
She's not a mom.
Okay.
Nope, she's not a mom yet, which is fun because I clearly am a mom and we have so many similarities, but our lives are very different. So she's been living in New York, and I'm not sure how long she's going to stay there, but that's going to be like all a part of the journey.
So here's what we know about Lizzie's new journey. You heard it from Hillary herself. She's 30, living in New York. Also, Hillary told Variety that she is not a mom, but she is engaged, but not to her high school sweetheart, Gordo. Breaking hearts there. Okay, but
breaking hearts everywhere. But she did say that, of course, she wants Adam Lambert, who played Gordo, and even Lelena, who played Miranda, her BFFs. She wants them to be a part of it. There are conversations, so hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed. And I mean, we had Clayton in here not too long ago either, and he was totally game as well to be a part of it. So
and I gotta say, I can't wait to see cartoon Lizzie because I really feel like Lizzie McGuire was the original Bitmoji. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she was.
Like 100%.
She was. No
the sticker.
Oh, don't quote me on this fact, but I do believe one time I did speak to the people who created like Bitmojis or something, and they said that they were inspired by Lizzie. Yes, or they created the Lizzie McGuire Bitmoji.
An icon.
Don't quote me on that
Literally.
fact. I could be wrong right there.
All right, guys, and it's time for our MVP, the most viral post, and something tells me our girl Brianna's gonna love this one because they're bringing back Lizzie. Could they bring back and reboot even Stevens? Christy Carlson Romano has said she's in, but Shia LaBeouf is really busy these days. In fact, he's busy crying, eating hot wings on the season premiere of Hot Ones. Look at his arms, Brianna.
Yeah, I know. I've seen him.
But listen, it's his insane story about reports that he knocked out Tom Hardy that's going viral.
We used to wrestle all the time. And he was a big person, especially then. He was getting ready for Bane. One time, my girlfriend at the time was over at my house. We were on his balcony. We saw him and his trainer come back from the gym. And we used to with each other all the time, but it just so happened that this one week, my girlfriend was in town. And he runs into the room. The girl I was with at the time was terrified. And she's like, ah! And she covered up and she ran into the kitchen. He picked me up and I didn't have nothing on. So now I'm naked on his shoulder. We're in the hallway. We're wrestling around. I'm like, Peanut's filming it all. I'm like, Peanut, you can't be filming this. And we were like wrestling. Then I got upset about it because he got the better of me, but I'm in some weird twisty naked position. Like my shit's over here and shit's over here. I'm like, don't. We wound up like inching over to the stairs where the stairs were, and he fell down the stairs. He wound up hurting his back. So for the rest of the shoot, he told everybody I knocked him out, but that wasn't the case. We were having some weird like a cutie wrestling match.
Brianna, do we buy that? I can't tell if he's telling the truth or not.
I don't know. I mean, that seems probably accurate. I can't see him just going up and like punching Tom Hardy in the face. I mean, it's Bane Tom Hardy. Like, I can't see that.
But like Tom Hardy naked in all of this?
I think he's there.
I mean, Tom Hardy's naked quite a bit, but I don't think in this situation, no.
I know, Shia was.
Though. It sounds like he needs to turn this into a short film. Cast Tom Hardy in it, though, Shia. That's why it's viral, though. Come on, Tom Hardy and naked Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah,
wrestling.
like what in the world?
I still think the Jonas Brothers Hot One was better. Just saying.
That was the season premiere, though. Who knows what they're going to come up with.
I will say I do want a Holes reboot. Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, I would love that. I would love to see where Stanley Yelnats is right now.
Yes.
I'm holding out for this Even Stevens reboot because I want to know what happened to Beans.
We went to the moon in 1969.
He's in Stranger Things now.
See, it's such a part of our childhood.
It really
and
is.
that I still remember it.
Let us know what reboots you guys are excited for, which ones you're not excited for. And of course, stick with the download. You can watch all of our episodes on the etlive app. You can download it for free. Also, we're available on Amazon Fire,
Roku,
Apple TV, and
Apple
Roku.
TV.
Okay.
New episodes Monday through Friday,
What you
12
waiting
p.m.
for?
Pacific time. Get out your phones, put it in your calendars, set push notifications, set reminders, whatever you got to do to join Denny, me, and Brianna.
And one more plug, you guys. Of course, this weekend is the Primetime Emmy Awards. ET Live will be on the red carpet today.
We got to go there soon.
Giving you guys a preview of the award show, and then we'll also be previewing the actual telecast on Sunday, and then we'll recap the whole award show and the biggest moments right after here on ET Live.
Live.
See you then.